Friday, and we are back here with yet another interesting topic. And we'll be discussing something that you always do, and we have always been done by from childhood. We are always compared to somebody. As a child, you are told you are better than somebody, or somebody is better than. As you grow up, you are told you should be stronger than somebody, or you are weaker than somebody. As you start your professional life, you are told that somebody is better than you, or you could get better than. So we are into this game of comparison from the time almost you are born. Okay. So invariably, you like it or not, you are already getting conditioned to compare and get compared. Okay. So we'll be discussing this at depth today. And with me is Victory Mindset Coach Arif Hussain, whom I'll be posing his questions, and we'll dig deep into this. Arif has been in the coaching industry for the last 5 years, and he has impacted over 5,000 lives through his coaching. And I'm sure he has got pretty good idea about it. So let me ask Arif. First of all, welcome to this YouTube live today.
Thank you, Saeed.
And, and Arif, we are into this game of comparison almost since the time we are born. Okay. Uh, okay. As a kid, you're not in control, but as grown up, you know you have been wrong, but still you also get into that. Okay. Why do we do this?
Yeah, that's a very valid question, Saeed, that why do we do this? Even though, as a grown up, we know that we shouldn't compare. Comparison always give stress, anxiety, lack of self worth, and, you know, so a kind of uneasiness when we compare to others, right? But still we compare. So it's a good question that why do we compare, right? So, you know, let's understand our mind first. So when we compare, it's the job of the mind first that we are in our mind, and it is it is created to do its job like that, and it is doing its job. So actually, uh, comparison has no is not a problem. It's okay to compare. In fact, if you are comparing, that means your mind is working. It's a proof, it's an evidence that your mind is working well. So, so congratulations, your mind is working if you are comparing. At times, it becomes problem when you start uh, getting anxious, getting stressed out of nowhere. It is not related to you. It is related to somebody else. That somebody has got a promotion in the office. Somebody has achieved an award. Somebody has done better than you. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and because of that you start hurting yourself. Your self-worth decreases. You start feeling that I'm not good enough. You start feeling that maybe my background was not good enough. I don't have a support system. When you start telling those things to yourself, that is the time when you this comparison becomes a trouble, and it becomes a huge mindset issue. Now, coming to your question, why do we even compare when we know all this, right? So our mind actually wants certainty. Certainty that am I doing good enough? For example, you are going from Mumbai to Pune, and we have milestones. After every mile we have a milestone, so it gives a clear indication that where we are right now and how much distance we have to cover. So there is a certainty that we have. But when we don't have that kind of certainty, and we are also focusing on others, okay, that he's driving faster than me, oh, he has a better car than me, or he has a better partner sitting on this on the front seat. Okay, so there is a comparison, different comparisons. So then you are not focused on your journey. You are not focused on your road. You are focused on somebody else's vehicle, somebody else's support system, somebody else's journey, and that can derail you. It can actually distract you from the path you are on,
Mm.
and you may have accident. You may have some trouble. So what you need to do is just forget that comparison and think that this is your journey and it is different from everybody else in the world. And when you focus on yourself, your anxiety will go, your uneasiness will go, and you will get better, right? So certainty is what we are looking for, and you give certainty and find some other means to give certainty.
See, if it is looking for certainty and your brain is doing it for that purpose, maybe to some extent it's fine. But then, if you are in the business or if you are in the habit of always comparing yourself with others, or if others are in the business of comparing you with others, okay, and consequently showing you less or showing you down, uh, that has its own consequences. So, if a person is engaged in this constant comparison business, constantly comparing himself to others, constantly comparing others to himself and others, what's the cost of this?
So when we get into a habit of comparing, there is no end to it. You can compare how many hairs how many hairs are there in somebody's body. What is the eyewear they have. What is what kind of color their mustaches or their beard is. Oh, you can compare age, you can compare weight, you can compare muscles, you can compare shoes, dress. It is endless. What kind of beliefs they have, what religion they follow, what country they are from, what religion. I can keep on naming things, and it is an endless list. And so when we are comparing, what is happening there? Are we focusing on our journey or are we focusing on somebody else? And when we are comparing with somebody on somebody else's journey, uh, and whatever good or bad you see, that's just the highlight. You don't know the journey behind. You don't know the belief that person carry. You don't know the struggle they have had. You don't know the wins they have had, right? So you are comparing your raw footage with their highlight. So it's like comparing two different things. So the comparison is not logical, and the outcome is going to be not good, not so good. So uh, so this is what comparison does, right? And if we talk about the effects again, as I gave the example of that car going from Mumbai to Pune, you are distracted. You may have an accident, and you will lose your self worth. You will lose your confidence. You will lose your even support system, and you know, and if there is an added problem of inferiority complex, it can generate from the comparison, or if it is already there, then forget your success, whatever goal you have.
Welcome, Kush. Thanks for joining. If you have any questions, you can pose it so we try to answer those in the end. Yeah, that's fine, Arif. I think see, there are a lot of I mean, there could be some benefit, but there is more loss to it than profit to it, unless you're doing it consciously, mindfully.
Yeah,
The
there
thing
can
now
be
is
benefit.
that
There can be benefit,
yeah,
right? And the
yeah,
benefit is if you get inspired from that comparison, and we will talk about it. You
yeah.
know,
If
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 you
we
get
if you do
inspired
it
by it,
consciously, yeah,
yes. But if not, then most of the time, the comparison brings fear. Comparison brings doubts.
yeah. Now I think it is important to understand uh, the way you're doing it. So one need to one need to change one's perspective about comparison. Why are you doing it in the first place? So how do you change the perspective?
So it's a matter of perspective only, right? So when a mindset, when a common emotion can become a mindset issue for somebody, so it's about perspective that they carry. The and perspectives come from the belief system they have, right? The experiences they had. So what you can do is look at your own journey. So let's say uh, there is a track, racing track, and there are uh, and it's an Olympic race going on, and uh, a racer is who is, you know, among the top two. He starts looking at on the sides, okay, who is faster than him or who can cross him. So what do you think will happen? Will he, uh, keep the momentum that he had? Will he have the same speed that he had, or will it reduce? The speed will reduce definitely. He may
Chances
even
are he will
fall.
lose focus. Yeah,
He will because he will lose focus from the track, the lane that he was in. So he will get distracted. He will get he may he may even fall, forget winning the race. He may even not complete the race. Right. So that happens when we focus on others while comparing. So what? So you have to see that life is not a competition. The person who may be ahead or who is moving ahead of you right now, he may be having a different journey altogether, and you are meeting on a junction. So it's just the moment that you are in that same frame where you are there to compare. Okay. Otherwise, the journey is different for everybody. Okay. Uh, so they are running their own race. You are running your own race, and uh, there is no real competition here.
hmm.
Okay? And so when you are fully, completely focusing on your own journey, even if the comparison happens, it will not harm you. It will not stress you. It will not uh, do any harm to you.
Hmm. So uh, this is something people have been doing it. I mean, it is happening to people from childhood, and they have been doing since their childhood, knowingly, unknowingly. But any
Yes,
problem
as
in
you
life,
rightly said in the beginning itself, as you said, okay, we are all conditioned to compare because in the beginning, the teachers
yeah,
have compared us with others, parents have compared. So it is already there. But we have to
yeah.
recognize if it is harming us or it is benefiting us.
So the thing is, any problem you can solve it or you can do something about it only when you know that there's a problem. So, but the problem here is that this is such a thing that you are doing so naturally and for such a long time that you may not even be aware that you're doing. Okay, or you may be giving some self-satisfying uh, uh, internal dialogue to yourself that everybody does it, so I'm doing it. All right. So how to recognize that this thing is hurting you? How to recognize that first of all you're doing this and it is hurting you? Because when you realize this, you will change, or there's a chance that you'll take the steps to change. So how to recognize?
Yes. So, here we have to be very, very honest. Okay. That's the only way that we can identify, okay, this is a problem with us. So let's say there is an you are working in an organization and there is somebody who just got promoted or he got an award, or you saw open his LinkedIn or some other social media, and there you find that okay, this person has got promoted and got an award, and you start comparing that where am I? Okay, so when you have just thought this, a kind of uneasiness start coming to your mind, to your body, and you start thinking in that direction. Instead of focusing on what you were doing, you start focusing on that person. Okay, you may tell yourself that okay, he was nowhere when I started, or I was much more successful than him earlier. Okay, or you may say that he was the dumbest person in the group, and now he's doing so much, right? So what is your measuring scale there? You have to identify that. And if you feel that uneasiness, chances are that you are into comparison. Uh,
Mm.
Also, when let's say you are about to do something, you are about to take a step, an initiative, and somebody else has done that already before you. So you stop doing it because comparison comes to your mind that okay, if I also say the same thing, let's say there is a meeting going on, somebody says the same thing and you say the same, uh, you stop giving your idea or expressing your idea because you think that we will be compared. Okay, and you might be suffering from this comparison. Okay, or you are habitual of comparing. Uh, so ask yourself, do I measure my growth only in external terms, maybe money, maybe recognition, maybe title? Okay, or you have other measuring skills as well. For example, how disciplined you are, how perseverant you are, or how consistent you are. Okay, so if you are only looking for money, title, recognition, all those things which are the outer uh, things, then chances are that you will keep on comparing. And I tell you where it comes from. It comes from again conditioning, but you know we as parents uh, actually should never do it, but we often do it. Sometimes unknowingly, that we compare every child. Okay, sometimes with the sibling, sometimes from others children. Okay, and that comparison goes uh, till the parents are there. Okay, how much they are earning, what have they done, how much they are traveling, what have they done to towards their parents, and the measuring scale is usually these external things: money, title, recognition. Even if the child is not doing anything for the parents, or even if they are not doing anything to the relatives, still they will keep comparing.
Mm.
So world will still keep comparing. It's about you, what you are doing. If you are comparing, then it may trouble you.
So we need to be really mindful of what we are doing uh, to know whether we are comparing ourselves, we are comparing others uh, in a day-to-day life, right? And once we know that we are doing this, especially if the children are small and if we are doing this, that may have a very long-term impact on them, on their lives, how they are going to live their future. It's not good. Even if you individually, if you are doing to yourself, that's not good for you, your career, your professional life, as well, even personal life. So now the question is, how do you get rid of it? Because if you are, let's say, you are age of about 25 years old, and this has been happening to you for the last at least 20 years, okay, and you have been constantly compared to somebody. Or let's say another scenario where you are about 50 years of age, and for the last 25 years you are in a professional world, and always you are comparing yourself to others. You are telling yourself, I am not better than somebody, somebody is better than me, he speaks better than me, or he presents better than me. So how to get rid of this?
So first of all, you need to be aware of it. That uh, am I doing it? And if let's say you have recognized it once a while, then you have to catch hold of that moment when you are actually comparing it. And then in that moment, when you catch yourself comparing yourself with others, you know, that awareness itself, when you think, okay, am I comparing, ask yourself, am I comparing myself to that person in this skill or in this ability or in this achievement? Then it will open a crack in that mindset issue, mindset problem, that habit. Okay. So awareness itself will create a huge shift in the way you think. So when you are aware about it, uh, name that emotion, that feeling that is coming out. Okay, label it. For example, uh, you know, uh, let's say there is a colleague in the team and he has just got promoted, and you had also applied for it. Okay, but instead of you, this person has got promotion. Now, when you heard about it, did you feel uneasy? Of course, because you were also eyeing for it and you were also trying for it. There will be some uneasiness. It can be jealousy. It can be some thoughts running in the mind. The old beliefs may prop in that am I not good enough, uh, or I am not good enough. I can't do it. I can't achieve it. All those you know limiting beliefs may prop up again. So what you have to tell yourself is label that okay, this is not truth. I have done better things as well. I have also achieved in life before. Maybe that person may have some better skills, but it doesn't mean that I am worth. Okay, or it doesn't mean that I am not enough. Okay, so label those feelings as false feelings or
Mhm.
false comparison,
Mhm.
and so it will help you detach from that emotion. Next thing, what you can do is you can actually convert that comparison into inspiration. So your colleague promotion can become your
Inspiration.
inspiration. And what I mean from that is, uh, you can think in this way that okay, he has got it, he has got the promotion. That means it is possible to be done. It is possible to achieve. And if somebody else has done it, I can also do it. Okay, so when you start thinking on those lines, that comparison automatically will become an inspiration. So
Mm.
what you have to tell is, if he can do it, I can also do it.
Mm.
Okay, and it can be anything, any recognition, award, title, promotion, or more money, anything. And when you have this inspiration coming in, you feel inspired. Reconnect with your path. That's more important because you have to bring your focus back to your journey, your road, your pathway, rather than focusing on others' vehicle or others' road. Okay, so bring your uh, attention, your focus to your journey, what my values are, what my beliefs are. Are there any limiting beliefs that are holding me back? So work on them. Hire a coach. Uh, Ask what are the patterns which are holding you back. Okay, so the coach will help you dig out those patterns, and you can remove them easily. Uh, and then when you have understood, and when you have uh, you know written down all those uh, things, now your mind will start collecting evidences towards that.
Mhm.
Okay, and as we know, wherever our energy grow, wherever our focus grow, our energy goes, and we grow. So you keep on doing this, and uh, while you are doing this, just keep your belief system, your thoughts that are running in your mind in check. Uh, what are the thoughts which are pouring in? Am I good enough, or you are saying that I'm not good enough? Okay. Are you saying that I am not here to compete, or you are saying that you know every they are better than me? Okay. Uh, so when so keep keep positive affirmations for yourself. Keep reminding yourself. You can write down a few things that you are going to tell yourself every day, maybe early morning or maybe early morning and evening both the time. And over a period of time, you will collect more evidences that you are good enough, you are capable, and you are able to achieve that success that you desire for yourself.
Hmm. Well, thank you, Arif, because I think they are very much doable things. And to be very honest, people may not realize, but this is, though it looks sound simple, looks simple, but it can have a catastrophic effect on you. It's have a disastrous effect on you if it is not uh, recognized, or if it is being done in a wrong way. See, the thing is, the human body, the mind, is designed to compare. It is designed to logically evaluate things and see what is good for. I mean, if you are presented with two options, the mind is already designed to make a logical evaluation of it and tell you which is right, which is wrong, which is good, which is not so good. This mind's job, it will do it. Okay. But then how you are taking it is more important. Like you see, in life, what can be measured can be improved. So measuring is not a bad thing to do. You can measure. But if you always measure and crib about it that I am less than that, then there is a problem. Instead of that, as we said before, Arif was also saying this, if you take it as an inspiration and improve from then on, then it's good for you, right? So these are the things, and uh, be very cautious about it. And if it is if it is hurting you, if it is doing something wrong to you, if it is stopping you from your progress, then definitely you must act. And the simple steps that Arif have shared, you can try them. And if you find it difficult, reach out to him, talk to anybody you trust, not necessarily him or me, or you can talk to any coach you trust and take help. Because when you try to do it together with somebody who's done it, somebody who's expert, somebody who's got the knowledge, then what happens is you'll be able to get over it much faster and much better, right? And today I want to say something different here. Like on this platform, we don't discuss anything other than mindset issues, the coaching related issues. But we are in a very extraordinary circumstances. So I just want to say that we stand with the difficult moment that we are passing through as a country. We salute our soldiers who are there on the forefront and doing their job. And we wish them safety. We wish safety to every citizen of the country. And we wish them all the best. Thank you so much for being here. And Arif, any last word? I appreciate you can share.
Yes, Saeed, that was a very important thing you shared, and I can only add this that keep praying, keep yourself safe, and keep working towards betterment. Uh, keep united, and when it comes to you know comparing with others, even as countries, so you are not behind. Okay, you are just building something different. As country also uh, at times we feel that we are lower than maybe US or maybe some other country, but we are not. It's just that we are on a different trajectory. We are on a different path.
We are unique in our own way.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Arif. Appreciate this. And thanks all the people who have joined, Mr. Kian, Mr. Kush, and Khan. Appreciate your joining. If you have any questions, please do post, or you can connect with us on our social media platforms. And if you have any questions related to this, or if you need any help in related to mindset issues, we can help you with that. Thank you so much for being there. And next week we'll be here back again, same day, same place, same time, with at another interesting topic we will be discussing. Until then, goodbye and see you soon.
Take care. Bye bye.